Hi and welcome to this reading with me, Bliss Julie. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at you and your future spouse, about the first meeting of you and your future spouse, and your impressions of one another. So when it comes to the options for today's reading, they're actually in the thumbnail for the video. And as usual, you will find the timestamps for each one of the options down in the description box below the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with option number one. Option number one, hi, welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards. Say your name out loud or in your head, helps you connect to the energies of the reading. And let's begin by taking a look at how and when you're most likely to meet your future spouse. And then we'll get down to first impressions. Okay, how and when? Okay, straight away, they're like the whole story, the love story between you and your future spouse, it has this energy of blessings, of both of you being and feeling blessed to have found one another. So I feel like option number one, you're somebody who's been looking for love or who's been deprived of love for a very, very long time. For a very long time. It's either that you've been single for a long time, either you've just been going for the wrong people for like forever and a day. And the cards are just coming in with this reassuring energy right at the beginning of your reading to let you know that for both of you, this will feel like a blessing. Because you and your future spouse, both of you are going to have the same idea that people like you are very hard to find. Very hard to find. And it will really feel like something, it's something more than just a meeting. It's something more than just two people meeting one another. It's the energy of really being favored by the fates, really discovering something that you didn't know still existed, was still out there. Okay. You will meet your future spouse in the energy of peace. Look at this. There's such an indication of you being very much relaxed when you meet your future spouse, yeah, and them as well. So it could be an indication of some sort of retreat, they're telling me, or being next to nature, especially if nature has a very calming effect on you guys. They're giving me this indication of being very close to elements, being very close to the element of the earth, being very close to the element of water. So you could be meeting them next to a place where there's a large body of water. Yeah, it could be ocean, it could be lake, it could be a waterfall for some of you. Wow, okay, I just got really like clear vision of a waterfall. It could be a place of power. This is, oh, absolutely, yes, yes. They're like, yeah, the energy of like getting a blessing. Oh, this is so interesting. For some of you guys, there's such a big indication of meeting your future spouse in a place of power. And it doesn't have to be a place of power that's like a place of power for everybody. It could be just your place of power. Somewhere where you go to recharge, but it has some sort of sacral meaning to it. So it's either some sort of sacred waterfall or, you know, some sort of rejuvenation is being indicated as well. But it's a place of peace. It could have some sort of, I don't know, like a monastery nearby or a church, or like there's just this indication of calm, of being calm. It's a place maybe where people meditate, people ask for some sort of healing, for some sort of miracle, a place where people connect to the energy of ancestors, to the energy, like it just has this magical feeling to it, you know? It's not just any place, it's a place of power. Interesting, okay. They're showing me the masculine over here. They're showing me this gorgeous energy of the masculine that's going to be coming through. So if you're male watching this, this is an activation of your masculine energy. If you're female watching this, This is an indication of a strong presence of somebody with a strong masculine energy. But it's also about balance. It's also about this beautiful balance. And the energy of thinker, a place where, again, people think about things, people pray, people meditate, people ask for things, people are just like peace. So if you're thinking you're meeting your future spouse in a club, option number one, you're not. You're not, because the energies are like completely the opposite. Yeah? Okay, let's take a look a little bit more details about your meeting. This is a very interesting indication. They're telling me that in this time and place, it could be that you're going to be getting some sort of closure at this place, and you're going to realize that something isn't for you. And it's if by magic, and okay, I try to be really practical in my readings, but this feels very magical. Option number one. There's nothing I can do about it because your meeting, it feels very, very divinely orchestrated, magical, and blessed. There's this energy where something clicks within you and you realize that something or somebody isn't for you. And this is followed by a card of the change in the wind. And you know when you just feel like something changed within you. And this is the moment you meet your future spouse. And again, they keep saying like you don't have to believe in magic, you don't have to believe in spirituality, you can be as practical, as logical as you want, but this is what it feels like. That even like the direction of the wind is going to change. And everything within you will feel like this moment is coming. Wow. It could be, my darlings, it could be that this place of power might be located in a different country or in a different location to where you usually find yourself with the energy of the world. And here's like the energy again of being blessed. Yeah, Nine of Cups. This is about blessings. This is about wishes coming true. And again, the world is very much about closure. So the tarot is just repeating what I already told you about with the oracle. It could be that your future spouse speaks two languages, and it could be that they speak a different language. It could be that they speak even more languages, but there's something about a person who travels. It could even be you, yeah? A person who's lived in quite a few countries, a person who knows a lot of cultures. And in this place of power, your story begins. It could be away from home. They keep telling me it's away from home. Away from home, quite possibly next to a body of water. And for some reason, they keep showing me the same as water, the conversation flows. So it feels like they could approach you and ask you about something. It's like they're telling me like it's going to be small talk, but this small talk feels really, really significant. Does that make sense? Because there's just this energy exchange that's going on. This beautiful energy exchange. And you're being very drawn to one another. So at first there's going to be eye contact, the whole like, ooh, maybe look away a little bit like, ooh, was he looking at me? And then this person approaches you. And the conversation just starts flowing. Because you have a lot in common with your future spouse, there's an indication of having a lot of things in common. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at first impressions. What will be your first impression of them? Your first impression of them. No, I forgot the timing, didn't I? The cards are like, timing, Blanche Lily. Let's go ahead and take a look at the timing. Let's see what I can find out when it comes to timing, you guys. And again, they're like, you will find your treasure and you will be happy, happy. Okay, right. So when it comes to timing over here, guys, for some of you, it's 9 weeks to 9 months. For some of you, 26 is coming through as important number, so it could be on the 26th. So anywhere from 9 weeks to 9 months. Of course, it's a general reading and it depends on your age. Yeah? But for some of you, you could be meeting your future spouse when you're 26. If you're older, it's on the 26th, quite possibly, of September or 9 months. And for some of you, it's 9 weeks. It's coming in fast. It's coming in fast. One or two of you guys, I'm going to say 9 days. Yeah. But this is like a very small part of you. Okay. Now then, let's get back to first impressions. What was I saying? Your first impression of them? Can't remember, yeah. Because when you're in the flow, you don't remember things, guys. You just channel. You just channel. And you're like, did I say that? Did I say that? Anyways. Your first impression of them. Let's do this. Ooh. Somebody who's quite powerful. Interesting. You might notice them from the back first. You might literally notice their back, their shoulders, their bum, and you'll be like, hello, hello. Like there's physical attraction. Wands has a lot to do with passion. Wands has a lot to do with chemistry. And it's a physical attraction. So you might see them from the back and be like, okay, you know what? Let me see the face now. Because you're going to really like their body. And their energy, the way that they move, the way that they communicate. If it is going to be in a place where there's like water, you know, it might be somebody who's going to be in their swimming shorts or in their like bathing suit. You like the body straight away. The body, like my type. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look once they turn. What's your first impression? Guys, the 10 of Cups. Okay, so when we're talking about the 10 of Cups, this is an indication of instantly realizing that the part of you, there's going to be a part of you that's going to realize and recognize that this is somebody that is going to stay with you for a very long time. Yeah, and of course, the 10 of Cups is all about bliss. It's all about satisfaction. It's about happiness. Because here it's like happy, happy. You're like, okay, I like what I see from both sides. Physically, guys, you really like this person. Really like this person. Everything about them. They might not be conventionally good looking, but this is my type. This is the type of person that I like. The body type, the voice, everything. You might be a little bit smitten. You guys might be a little bit smitten by them. You're gonna worry over here. You're gonna be like, oh my god, is this person taken? Is this person not taken? Like, you're gonna hold yourself back a little bit because the feeling is going to come in. It's a strong feeling. It's hard to explain. It's hard to put it in words. When you see somebody and just something just clicks, right? And you're gonna be a little bit worried, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like how is this? Like your brain will start overthinking. You'll be like, okay, how is this going to work? Are they single? Are they from here? Are they not from here? I'm not from here, and it's like this whole thing, like thinking. But you're going to think that this person is the whole package. And for some of you, I must say that this is going to be a little bit triggering because if you have like what is this thing called? Body image issues or things like this, you might be like, oh my god, I don't know. Because they honestly, they take all of the boxes. They're like the whole package. This is what I keep saying. For some of you, it might be a little bit triggering. But again, these are like your fears, because now we're going to be taking a look at their first impression of you. And see what they have to say about you. Their first impression of you. Okay. Friendly, beautiful, gorgeous, open for communication. You might be in a very happy mood, yeah, because here you are being at peace. And again, it's an indication of you standing out, because there's so many like beautiful girls over here, and even if you're a boy, just flip it, yeah. So many beautiful people, let's put it that way, and they notice you because you stand out for them. You stand out. Even if you have like, this is like the answer to any one of you thinking that you need to change something about your body, about the looks. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Even like it could be that your hair is messed up, you don't have makeup on, you know, you're feeling bloated. This person does not care. They see the beauty that goes deeper than skin deep, yeah. But I must say, they find you incredibly attractive as well. They do. And they see you as somebody very friendly. You might be there with friends. And there's something about your laughter, your voice. And oh my God, like you guys mirror one another, because you like, they get the Nine of Swords as well. And they get the same idea. They're like, oh my God, what if I come up to her and she like tells me no? What if I do this and she like shuts me down? And he's gonna be feel like he or she, they're gonna feel like they want to be a part of your little crew. Even if it's just you, they'll be like, oh, I want to team up with this person. Oh, this is gorgeous. Because this is again, this is a blessing. This is chemistry. This is something that can't be explained by logic. Can't be explained by logic. This year is a lot of fun. Look at this. They keep giving me the energy of the Fool, maybe like, you know, this fun, carefree, childish energy that's very attractive. It's very attractive. It's very lighthearted. But they find you very, very beautiful. And the Magician, look at this. But at the same time, guys, they will see you as somebody who is not to be messed with. I don't know what it is. It's hard to explain. But when it comes to your boundaries and like things like this, they might first think that it might be quite hard to approach you. Quite hard to approach you. But they approach you anyways. It's like they see beyond what you're translating, like what you're giving out into the world. The energy of the Six of Cups, guys. The energy of friendliness, still an energy of friendliness. Oh, bless. As a little bonus, let's see what the cards are going to say about your relationship. Yeah? Your relationship dynamic with your future spouse. Just a couple of cards, because I have separate videos on it, and today I just wanted to focus on the first impressions, on how you might meet your future spouse, but I want to add a couple more cards. For both of you, it just feels like the beginning. The beginning, the beginning, the beginning. Something completely new. Two Fool cards came through over here. Yeah. It's the energy of being more in the heart space rather than in the mind space. Something that has, like, you guys are going to have a lot of values. that are similar with your future spouse, for sure. And there's this beautiful indication of something that's going to be very, very long lasting, very long lasting. Both of you are going to be willing to put in the effort for this relationship. And it's going to be a lot of fun. With two full cards, oh my god, it's going to be a lot of fun. Because it doesn't matter how old you are, you're going to find ways to have a lot of fun, to keep the romance going. You know, it feels good. Both of you are going to be willing to give and take in this relationship, and you might have very, very similar values, like I said, and very similar love languages. Yeah. Could be gifts, it could be physical touch, it could be quality time. It doesn't matter what it is, for each their own. But what I'm seeing is like a lot of them are connecting. So it's like you're loving the person the way they want to be loved, and vice versa. Okay, option number one, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Personal readings are, of course, available. All you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And I'll send you a list of readings together with the prices. And of course, do check my Patreon page out with over 100 exclusive videos. Yeah, that help you rediscover your beautiful selves. Additional discounts on personal readings and much, much more. So it's definitely worth taking a look. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number two, hi, welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Say your name out loud or in your head as I'm shuffling the cards. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading. So I want to begin by taking a look at how and when you're most likely to meet your future spouse, that first initial amazing meeting. And then we'll get down to first impressions and see what the cards have to say about that. Okay. So you're going to be meeting your future spouse after a very, very, very important decision of leaving some place or someone. Time to go. It's a bittersweet energy, guys, because it could be that some of you are relocating. Yeah. It could be that some of you are changing a place of job, but you'll be like, this is it. There's no turning back. There's no going back. And by doing this, by walking away, finally walking away, you're going to be freeing up a lot of space energetically. So you might be feeling a little bit, I don't know, a little bit nostalgic, a little bit homesick for some of you. And your future spouse comes through over here as a support. It's like the universe is sending your future spouse to support you. Because they're coming in with their energy to help you ease into some sort of new situation. Either easing into a new environment, it could be at work, it could be in a new place, but they come through and they help you in some sort of way. It's like your future spouse comes through as a bit of a mentor, guidance. It could be somebody who just comes in at the right place at the right time. And they have a lot of warm energy. A lot of warm energy about them. Yeah, look at this. They help you regain the balance with the energy of the leg up and the poised. They help you find your stability. So the meeting with your future spouse, guys, first it could be an official meeting. First, they're telling me it could be an official meeting because somebody's coming through as a colleague, somebody's coming through as a boss, or somebody you're going to collaborate business-wise first. Business-wise, or having to, yeah, because they're showing me formal communication. Two sixes, the high priestess, yeah. It's an indication of giving some sort of advice, giving some sort of guidance, giving you some sort of information that you will need at that point. For some of you, it could be documents. For others of you, it could be like talking about the areas of a new city, of a new town, because this is a general reading. It's very hard to keep it very detailed, but this is the energy that's coming through over here. For a majority of you, it feels like a new job. Yeah? It feels like a new job, and it could be that they have a higher rank. But they're very welcoming. Very welcoming. Like it feels like a burden has been lifted. So this one is a bit interesting, guys, option number 2, because what they're telling me is that you might meet your future spouse via email, via like invitation of some sort. You won't see their face. You won't see their face. For now, it's just correspondence backwards and forwards. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. So, because, we're asking about how and when, and they're saying, well, you will most likely meet them via correspondence, official correspondence that has to do with work, either changing a place of where you live. Okay. And then the actual face-to-face meeting takes place later. Let me get more details on this one. Yeah, they come as a rescuer, guys. They come, it will feel like this is somebody heaven sent, honestly, because they come with so much knowledge. They come with so much energy of ambition and leadership into your life. And they help you set yourself free. Set yourself free from any fear, any anxiety over here. It's a very nice energy. Somebody very dependable is coming through for you guys. Very dependable. Like this person, they feel like a rock. Male or female, it doesn't matter. They are giving me mostly male energy, but there's also a lot of female energy coming through with the High Priestess. So see which one fits you and suits you and resonates with you. But majority, this is a male. They help you overcome something. Like there's just this energy of, if there's going to be some sort of tension, some sort of conflict, this person, they help you resolve it. They have your back. And I keep hearing they're going to have your back for a very long time. But this first meeting, it puts you at ease. It gives you peace. It gives you the support that you need. I'm seeing like somebody might be tearing up right now, because it's like you literally need it. Your soul, your body, your mind, you need to feel that support. You haven't felt it for a very long time. Maybe like there's just this energy of being stuck in a very toxic environment or a very lonely environment with like your own thoughts becoming very toxic. Yeah. Sometimes when the thoughts get out of control, they can become incredibly toxic. Even though the Hermit didn't come through, but it kind of feels like the Hermit energy over here with time to go. But your future spouse, the first meeting, the first couple of like interactions, it just feels like they got your back. You'll be like saying something, yes, but my issue is this and this and this, and I'll be like, no problem, this is how it can be resolved, this is who you can talk to, this is that, any issues with documents, we can figure them out. And you're like, huh, and I was so worried, and then in comes this person and says it's not an issue, because for them it's not going to be an issue, guys, honestly. Like something that's an issue for you, like a big issue, for them it's just going to be a minor inconvenience, because they're showing me your future spouse as somebody who's very authoritative and somebody who's quite influential as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first face-to-face meeting. Yeah. And again, they're showing me the Hierophant. Look at this. There's an indication of being welcomed, either welcomed to the team, welcome to the building. Like this person is going to meet you somewhere. And they're giving you like a lot of information, and you just be like looking at them like, wow, that's how you look. You're going to be tempted to Google this person before you see them, but I don't know whether you're not going to find anything or the pictures are not going to be good quality or something like this. But the actual meeting with the energy of the Hierophant, this is just a confirmation of somebody who is in a higher position. And they have a lot of wisdom to share. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the first impressions then, yeah? Now then, first impressions. What will be your first impression of them? Oh God, this is very interesting. This is, guys, okay, so your first impression of them is like, this person made you forget about everything else. Yeah, there's just this energy of the death over here, the energy of the hangman. Nothing, it's like nothing matters. You forget about things. Honestly, you see them and you forget about things. You just stare at them. You're just like, whoa. And of course, the energy of death is the energy of Scorpio. Yes. And Scorpios, they have this magnetic energy about them. And you're just going to be drawn into them. You're going to be like studying them, looking at their eyes, looking at their hands, like studying them very, very closely, very, very detailed. Like, of course, without looking like weird, but it does very much feel like you're going to be like, it's very sweet, guys. It's very, very sweet. This person, for some reason, they're bringing out this softer side to you. The softer side to you. Because, and it's absolutely normal when we're in the presence of somebody we see has confidence, has charisma, has got a grip on things, has, knows their shit. We tend to be like, okay, we can relax now and we can get emotional and we can do whatever, yeah? And I'm talking about emotional, I'm talking about allowing yourself to feel the emotions rather than be on guard. Because when we're on guard, it's hard for us to feel like any pleasant emotions because the chemistry of our chemistry is like that. Anyways, the way that you're going to see them, it's interesting. They might be wearing a suit, yeah? Somebody who's very nicely, neatly dressed. And for some of you, I'm getting this is going to be somebody tall with the energy of the hangman. But it's like everything changes. When you see them, you realize that everything changes. A lot of illusions, a lot of things, a lot of maybe fears that you have, they're being taken away. Like with every minute that you talk to this person, that you like interact with them, any anxiety that you might have had is going to go away. And you're feeling calmer. Maybe a little bit shy for some of you. But you see them as very seductive, very authoritative, somebody who knows their shit, yeah? And somebody who's a leader. I'm getting a lot of leadership energy. Somebody who's respected. And like you see other people listening to them, you see other people respecting them, and you're like, okay, I see. Okay. Show me a little bit more. Your first impression of them. By the way, I just realized that I haven't told you about the timing, have I? I'll go back to it. I'll get back to it, guys. Don't worry. Let me pull out a couple more cards about your first impression. Somebody who's good with money. Yeah? Somebody who's good with money, somebody who's grounded, somebody who's reliable. You're going to like them. You're going to like them. You're going to feel like this is the person who has your back. This is what I keep hearing. Somebody who has your back, somebody who makes you feel good and secure, and somebody who is a star. Look at this. The energy of the star. This is the energy of like dreamy. Like you're going to start like looking at them and wondering. Like your mind is going to wonder, guys. Wonder, wonder, wonder. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the timing before I forget. How could I? When could this meeting take place? Wow. Here and now. Guys, you literally, either you have already met this person or you're about to. Like literally about to. This is a timeless reading, but they're giving me somebody who's literally very close to you. Or you already might be communicating with them. But this is so close. Like this is literally weeks. Weeks up to 3 months. Not longer than that. Because with the here and now, this is like here and now. Okay. Oh, their first impression of you. Let's go. I love it when the cards are like here and now. Very close. Very close. Okay. Their first impression of you. Let's go. Let's take a look. What do the cards have to say? So again, they're showing me that they won't see your face. When it comes to your correspondence, the correspondence that you're going to have, they will see you as somebody who's quite smart, dedicated. Like at first, they see you as an employee or as a somebody who can like who's able to hold on a second. I'm trying to phrase this correctly. To deliver, yeah. So if you're offering some sort of service, or if you're like going for an employment, they see you as somebody who can deliver. Absolutely. And again, Nine of Swords. Do you see like you're hooded in both of these cards? So when the communication starts, they don't see you as a potential partner. They just see you in terms of being a professional. But then when they see you face to face, oh my gosh, the sparks start flying. The Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, she's incredibly charismatic. The Queen of Wands, she knows her stuff. The Queen of Wands, she is hot. She is sexy. She has this energy about her that is very charming. Without even having to try. Without even having to try. She's just there. She is just present. Very good looking. I think you guys are going to be making an effort. And they see you somebody with very strong boundaries. Somebody with incredibly strong boundaries. But guys, look at this. Look at this gorgeous card. They start catching feelings for you straight away. Straight away, they start catching feelings for you, being incredibly interested. They might be like, stop it, we're working together, or stop it, this is your tenant. but it's not going to work. The whole stop it thing, it's not going to work because the connection is there. The fates have spoken, and they see you as somebody who they can really see themselves with. Determined, ambitious, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Everything they wanted. Everything they wanted. Like a new beginning. They see you as like a breath of fresh air, guys. Like their first impression of you, your future spouse's first impression of you, they see you as a breath of fresh air. And somebody they see a future with, somebody that they want to get to know. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the little bonus question about your relationship dynamic. Yeah. Let's see what the cards have to say about your relationship dynamic. It's going to develop fast, guys. It's an energy of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands comes in very fast. This is something that has a lot of passion, a lot of heat. It's going to develop very fast. Because it's like, again, for some of you, because you already know this person, or literally this person is about to come in, it's going to go fast. The feelings, communication, flirting, chemistry, it's just there. It's going to go fast. Somebody, nice. Okay, you know why it's going to go fast? Because somebody else is going to be interested in you. And your future spouse will not want to lose you whatsoever. They'll be like, what do you mean he likes her too? Nope. Yeah, and they'll be like, no, that's not on. That's not happening. So it's just an indication that, you know, somebody else will be interested in you. They will see it and they will make a move. And it's very interesting that they're not going to be afraid to lose anything for you. Like, you're going to be their priority. They're not going to be afraid to lose their job. They're not going to be afraid to, you know, who's going to find out, who's going to say what. You are their priority. And with their actions, they're going to show you how valuable you are to them. For some of you guys, this person might be divorced. It depends on your age, but this person could be divorced. And for both of you, it just feels like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's very warm, it's very sexual, it's very sensual, it's very touchy-feely. It's can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to see you too. It's like really nice, sweet texts, sweet little gifts. You might have 2 children together. But you're a team. They keep telling me, like, your relationship dynamic with your future spouse, you guys are a team. Just this beautiful indication of doing things together. Not competing against one another. No, you're a team. You're doing things together over here. And like I said, it has a lot to do with, you know, that chemistry, that beautiful sexual attraction that you're going to have. So it's going to be very nice and very hot and very passionate. Let me put it that way. And this is where I'm going to end your reading. Option number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And Check my Patreon page out as well if you're interested. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Hi, option number 3. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to your reading, guys. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud in your head. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading. So first I'm going to be taking a look at how and when you're most likely to meet your future spouse, the first initial meeting. And then, of course, we'll take a look at the first impressions. And at the end of the reading, there's going to be a little bit of a bonus. So make sure you stick around until the end of your option. All right, option number 3. Let's go. Let's see what the cards have to say about the initial meeting. Wow. I want to tell you guys, option number 3, it looks like you've been struggling. It looks like you've had a difficult life, to say the least. It looks like you, along the way, you had to lose a lot of people. Yeah, some people have passed on, other people have somehow disconnected from you. And right now, you might be in this energy of feeling orphaned, of feeling alone, of feeling that life has sort of forgotten about you, but they're kind of saying no, not at all. Because there's an indication of a higher power over here. And they're telling me that the reason why you had to wait for so long is that you had to rebuild yourself. A lot of you, option number 3, you had to rebuild yourself from almost scratch. Yeah, you had to peel back a lot of layers of things that and beliefs that weren't yours at all. But the higher power, they're just saying this, the higher power has never left you. They were overseeing and helping you each step of the way. And if sometimes you might have felt disconnected from them, they're saying we were always there. It's just that there were times where you didn't, like you felt so low that you didn't want to believe that there's anything else out there. For a lot of you guys, there's a lot of difficult energies that you had to go through. And for some of you, you might still be kind of stuck in this energy right now. But your message over here, option number 3, is that you're being very loved, you're being protected. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that you don't know about, where you're being led, you're being protected, and you're being given this new life, if you will. So if option number 3, you resonate with this and you feel like everything that was going to happen has already happened and there's no good things in the future, the cards are coming through to let you know that's not the case at all. At all. It could be that your future spouse has a very similar upbringing and has very similar experiences where they had to leave home very early, or they didn't get the love that they wanted to get from their parents, from their significant others. And there's just this energy of soul-crushing loneliness. But that's going to change. Look at this energy of blessings. Look at this energy of the milk and honey. I'm seeing option number 3, you're very grounded. You're very grounded. You've been through a lot. You're quite mature. Even for, if you're very young, you're very mature. You might have an old soul. There's a lot of wisdom. And the interesting thing I see for you guys is that for others, the first meeting of you and your future spouse might feel very ordinary, but for you, it's going to change everything. Because here, what they're showing me is meeting at a shopping mall or supermarket. It's something that happens unexpectedly. It's something that you're not going to see coming. It's nowhere that you're going to have to travel to or do anything special. No, you're just going to go about your everyday life. And here what they're telling me is that you might even be stepping out to get some milk. You might be stepping out to get some groceries, or you might be stepping out to just get some time away from the office, some time away from, where you live. And you just might be wandering around, looking at the aisles, looking at shops, looking at whatever. Some of you might be going window shopping. But for a lot of you, they're telling me a place where there's groceries, yeah? And for some of you, it could be like some sort of market, it could be farmer's market. But it's something that, again, for others, it might seem like very, very ordinary. But the feeling that you're going to get and the story that's going to begin the day you meet your future spouse is going to be extraordinary. A lot of you, what I'm saying for you, option number 3, it could be that all of your friends and all of your relatives are already married, they're having babies, and you're just wondering, like, am I supposed to spend my whole life alone? But here, the high power is inviting you to take a look at their situations from a bit of a different perspective. Not everybody who's married is happy. Not everybody who's in a relationship is happy. And they're saying that you being alone, it was our way from, like, our way of preventing you from going into a relationship where you would either end up with a person who's abusive or a person who wouldn't make you happy, or you wouldn't get the chance to get to know the real you. Because option number 3, for some of you, what I see when you go into a relationship, it's like you tend to dissolve in the other person. You might have this very strong attachment, because for people who have this orphaned card, they have a very strong attachment. And it's hard for them to let go of somebody, even if this somebody treats them like really shitty. But here with your future spouse, it's like the narrative changes. Okay, show me a little bit more. And they keep repeating, you're loved, you're protected. Because for you, option number 3, it's very difficult energies. Truth be told. And again, they're giving me something very simple. Very, very simple. So what I'm seeing for some of you guys is your future spouse approaching you and saying, hey, have you tried this brand of milk? Or have you tried, whatever. If it's in a clothes shop, they might be trying something on and they might see you and turn around and be like, hey, I want your honest opinion. Does this make me look good? Does this make me look fat? And it's something very sweet, very simple, but at the same time, it has a lot of meaning, because you're not there trying to pretend to be anybody else. You might, not look your best from what you think, but the connection is there and it's very calm. And I feel for a lot of you, option number 3, you need somebody who's very calm and who feels very safe, and in a safe and secure and familiar environment. So I see you guys going to a place that you would usually go to, whether it's a shopping mall, whether it's a shopping mall where there's a cinema, or just going like window shopping, or just going to a supermarket or a farmer's market. Because I keep getting the energy that's very, very calm. And this person makes you feel calm. And they come to you and they're very friendly. And they might have big eyes. I don't know what it is. They're showing me this owl and somebody with big, beautiful eyes just like looking at you. I don't know if you're going to notice it in a moment, but their pupils are going to be dilated because they're going to really like what they see. And the conversation here is very simple, but it flows. It flows and they make it easy for you. So if you guys are somebody who's an introvert and you're like, I don't like people coming up to me, here the energy is different, because here you will want to talk to this person. And even if they ask you about like the milk, you're going to be, oh yeah, and I really like this one, or I like, you're better off trying that one, or this one goes better with this. It's like you're going to be drawn into this conversation, and they're going to be so like respectful of your personal space. They're going to approach you in such a safe and respectable manner, But you will also see that they're interested, and you will be interested as well. And there's something about the eyes, the connection through the eyes. You're really going to love their eyes. They will really love your eyes as well. A fork in the road. Yeah, they could be asking for directions as well. Like, oh, do you know where this shop is? Or do you know where the cheese is? You know what I mean? It's very nice. It's very simple. They just keep saying, like, it's something ordinary that turns into something extraordinary. I don't know. Let me see if there's anything else to add about the first meeting. Then we'll take a look at the time frame of when this could be happening. Because you option number 3, I feel like you waited for a long time. You just have this feeling like the universe has forgotten about you, and they're saying, no, no, darling, really, we haven't. Really, we haven't. We've just been trying to protect you from people who would hurt you even more. Because getting out of the energy of the orphan is very difficult, very difficult. You see the world in a very uh, gray tones, you know? And it could be that you're missing somebody. For some of you, it's going to play out that maybe you moved somewhere and you're feeling a little bit lonely. You're feeling like you had to leave a lot of people behind. And maybe you're not too fond of the new place. You're like, I thought it was going to be better, but it's not. But funny enough, again, you know, you're being led to a particular place so that you could have met this person. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the timing, because they're saying, like, you know, the meeting is pretty much explained. Let's go ahead and take a look at the timing. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, yeah, and it's a timeless reading. 22 is coming through as an important number. You guys might have been seeing a lot of twos. They're giving me an energy that for some of you, like on the 22nd, or which month, let's see. They're giving me September, they're giving me May, and for some of you, April. April, May, September. April, May, September, and then what's the other one? November. Because for some of you, it's coming in very fast. Very fast. Depending on whenever you're listening to it, but they're saying, like, just know that this is happening. This is like the important thing for you, because a lot of you, I see you guys are like holding on to the last ray of hope. It's happening. And I keep hearing name Anna over here for some reason. Could be your name, it could be the name of your future spouse. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the first impressions before it gets too dark and the night falls. Now then, first impressions. Option number 3. What will be your first impression of them? A very soothing energy. Because you're going into that shop, you're going into that shopping mall center, whatever, it's supermarket. You're going with all of these energies, yeah? The 5 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 2 of very difficult energies. But you, the first impression of this person has soothing, like a soothing effect on you. It's coming through as a very friendly energy. It's very calm. You're a bit taken aback. Let me see. By the way, your future spouse could be mixed. Mixed race or mixed nationalities. You're gonna think that they're very calm, that they're very friendly, very respectful. And yeah, it will feel like a friend. Guys, first, it just feels like a friendly energy. I'm not gonna be surprised if it starts off maybe as a friendship at first. Because there's just this beautiful indication, of helping each other, of nurturing, of being able to help, yeah, and to receive help and to have this back and forth. It's a good energy. I don't see like crazy sparks flying and all. No. Again, the whole story of you and your future spouse, it has this energy of calm. Once you start talking to this particular person, you're gonna see don't know, there's something about fire, there's something about sexuality, but I think you're going to be like, is this just going to be another mistake? Because here you're doubting yourself, you're doubting everything, you're questioning everything, but you see their energy, and it feels good. It really does feel good. It makes you feel comfortable. But you will keep fighting this energy. You'll be thinking like, is this for real or is this something that I'm trying to imagine? It's gonna be for real. You will feel the connection, but you will keep this person at a distance, guys. Your heart will tell you. Your heart will tell you like, this is the one. Your heart will tell you. But you will have a lot of doubts. But the way you see this person, they're very good looking, very attractive. And they have this soothing energy. That's like, they keep showing me like a soothing balm. A soothing balm. All right, hold on. I think it's too dark. Oh, okay, that's better. A soothing balm on your aching heart. You'll feel the closeness. It's not going to be so much about physical, although, like I said, you will find them attractive. You will find them attractive. But it's going to be more about the energy that you're going to be like feeling. Okay, their first impression of you. What will be their first impression of you? Option number 3. They will want to help. It's an interesting thing. You guys, option number 3, you don't, like, they keep showing me a different type of connection. So it's not like physical attraction, although that is very, very present over here. But it's not just that. It's a deeper connection. It's a connection that's quite hard to put in words. Somehow they will know, like, of betrayals. They will know that they need to approach you really, really slowly. They will know that, it's hard to explain. They will know. They will just be able to read your energy. And they see you and they get this desire to come to you, to talk to you, to communicate with you, to get to know you. It's one of those feelings that can't be put in words. It's just one of those feelings where you know. But with the death over here, with the Scorpio energy, they see you as very attractive. Like I said, dilated pupils. They see you as very, very attractive. Show me a little bit more. A mystery that wants to be solved. They see you as somebody deep. The way that you're going to talk, the way that you're going to answer them, it's the energy of depth. And they're like, I really want to know their story. I want to know what they're about. Because you're a future spouse, guys. This person is coming through as somebody who's very connected to their intuition, very connected to their intuition. They will want to like solve the mystery of you. Very curious. Look at this. They see you as a star. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. But that something is like making you anxious. Something is making you worry. This is going to be their first impression. Maybe by the way that you're going to talk, or maybe by, I don't know, it might even be that you go there and, I don't know, it's like, you know, when we have those emotions written on our face, like the emotions of just not feeling well. And I think it's some sort of energy of wanting to help or wanting to reach out. They will think that you're cute. And this is for ladies, yeah, that you look very cute. They might be a little bit older than you are. Because I have a lot of like this energy of somebody who wants to help, who wants to reach out, who wants to show you that the world is not a scary place. It's not a bad place. But physical attraction is there, absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at a little bonus that I have for you. Option number 3. We'll take a look at your relationship dynamic with you and your future spouse. See what the cards have to say about your relationship. Okay, I just heard I'm going to take you away. I'm going to take you away. Okay, look at these 2 gorgeous cards. So first, let me say this. This is going to be love. This is going to be real love. Yeah? And the energy of peace. Again, things that are very, very peaceful, calm. You're going to feel very secure with this particular person. And they keep saying, I'm going to take you away. So if you've been wanting to leave, if you've been wanting to relocate, if you've been wanting to change, you know, where you are, but you didn't know where to go, or you didn't have the documents, they're going to help you over here because they're showing me relocation. They're showing me like a completely ending up in a completely different location to where you are now. Your future spouse will want to make sure that you're very comfortable, that you got everything that you need. So all of the basics, we're talking about emotions, and we're also talking about the material things. That all of your basic needs are covered all of the time, and they want to go that extra mile for you. Because their happiness, they're telling me their happiness is like your happiness, and vice versa. And you, both of you are going to be coming from a place of not something that you can take from one another, but something that you can give to one another. And this is beautiful union of 2 people that want to give rather than take. And in that way, everybody's cup is full. Because that balance is there. But they just keep talking about peace. You're going to have a beautiful wedding. And that came through for your option number 2, that you're going to have a very, very beautiful wedding. And you won't feel alone anymore. There's so much romance over here. Look at this. It's very romantic. It's very romantic. It's very sweet. There's a lot of emotions over here. Both of you are going to be emotionally available, and both of you are going to be healing through this particular relationship. and healing through love, not through arguing, not through triggering one another, healing through love. I'm hearing love and acceptance. So I'm getting a lot of you guys, option number 3, a lot of you are very mature. And again, it doesn't matter how old you are, you're both very mature. You might have a lot of exes coming back. I don't know how they know. But honestly, once you've healed, once you release them, they come back to see whether they can still emotionally attach to you. They're not going to be able. Not at all. Not at all. In this particular relationship, guys, you're going to have your freedom. You're not going to feel controlled, manipulated, put in a box in any way, shape, size, or form. You're going to be able to express yourself. A lot of you, it could be that you have something to do with being artistic. Excuse me, my voice is going. Being artistic, and it's coming through that you're going to be feeling very inspired in this relationship to create things. Okay, last couple of cards. Working through any fears. Working through any fears. But let me say this. Your future spouse is going to be a little jealous because you guys are going to experience a major glow up in this relationship. You're literally going to glow. You're going to be tempted to maybe change your appearance, your hair color. You might be tempted to go to the gym. You might be tempted to eat better. You might be drawn to different places, different people. You might be drawn to quitting, I don't know, sugar, quitting smoking, things like this. And you're going to experience a major glow up. And people are going to notice, and you will have exes coming back, and you will have new people trying to see what's up. Can they get a piece of that? And but no, there's honesty between the two of you. And you will experience some sort of sexual awakening over here, because they're telling me your sex life is going to be better than it has ever been. Better than it has ever been. And that's what I see for you, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Thank you so much for watching. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. Check my Patreon page out with over 100 exclusive videos, additional discounts on my personal readings, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye.